Alright, we're back with you, and we are slowly moving our troops up. And here comes the wonderful barbs that I spoke of before. I want to make sure that we've got enough troops to take the city. They're low on defense there, but that doesn't necessarily mean it has to stay that way. And so we want to be careful. And unfortunately, the barbs have already come over there, but that's alright. We want these guys up here. Let's talk to the Netherlands and beg them for open borders, which should be easy. They always give you open borders. These guys love to give open borders. So we'll be in good shape with that particular thing right there. Yeah, the only worry on my mind is to get the science rate going. We can found that first city in the New World. We might have the time to kind of dork around with it, though, because we're pretty much taking everybody else out. Without the Conquerors event, though, that could set us back. Alright. So I'm trying to build like financial infrastructure right now. I mean, we've got units out the wazoo. I'm not too worried about that. You know, we don't really need to build military units right now. Okay, as soon as that second one comes up, we can start laying waste to England there. Okay. You guys can fortify out. Why are you working on a settler? I don't know. Maybe I told you to, but if I did, I didn't mean it. Okay. Yeah, we can. As long as they keep no defenses in this town, we can amphibious assault it. 4 Praetorians, or Legionnaires as they're called, legions in this game, are going to defeat the weak force they have going there. I'm going to move these forces from Rome over in anticipation of our Portuguese friends coming along. And can't really build anything of interest in these places. Okay, actually, before we build a library, we need all the science help we can get. How's the game actually? No, game's not gonna start waiting a turn. For some reason, this mod does this, where when you switch civilizations, a lot of time it won't wait a turn. Okay, good. Yeah, Pamplona is just a production hog. It's great. Okay, good. We got a trireme, so maybe we can defend ourselves a little. Maybe not. We'll see. Stone. I really like stone. I guess I could build that Temple of Kula Khan, but I'm not really interested in building it right now. Okay, good. We got our other one here. And we're about ready to, next turn, we'll go ahead and jump on England. Hopefully they don't defense up. If they don't, we'll be able to sack their capital. If we sack their capital, that will go a long way towards putting them in dire straits. Good, we won. But they got more where that came from. Which, I'm afraid we can't take down those two. I don't know if my free victories I got before. I think they still do, because I didn't even take any damage. So we're just going to fortify you up there. And hopefully you'll be able to survive that onslaught. And you have road there, too. Okay. Now, we are ready to declare war on England. Oh, I got an axeman there. Now I'm not so confident. I don't really have time to wait for another guy to come out, though. Well, if nothing else, I can cause havoc on their island. Okay, so we will take you guys, throw you in the ship here, put you right here at the mouth. Let's see how many 7.3% chance. I don't really care for those chances. Throw you in the woods right here, and let's see how much trouble we can cause. That's the key. We just want to cause trouble. Looks like I'm still getting my free victories, which is good because it's a good time to use them. Ah, that trireme's doing some real miracles right there. And I always like that first strike. I find that to be a very useful one. Okay, good, you guys are there. So take you down to Madrid. And yeah. We are, science rate is terrible, but I think after we're done with this warring, we'll be able to become a bit stronger scientifically. Okay, so you still got that right there, and we won't be able to take you out. But what we will be able to do is to move these troops and just do some damage to your countryside, which should be able to destabilize them somewhat. And of course we can move our other troops on, which I'm sure everyone out there is screaming that, like, why are you not using your ships to pick up more people? And to which I would respond, I guess I'm not very smart. Because yes, I believe this force would be enough to be able to sack that capital. Yeah, I really should have thought about that. Okay. But not too much harm because it didn't take all that long. I mean, we're still sitting in a very good position, and now we can use this workboat here. And yeah. This guy with his settler is invading my territory, which you can't blame him because I pretty much invaded his territory. Yeah, we might have a game here where the Dutch get a lot stronger because they got so much room to breathe. I don't know. Alright. So now we're going to have to lay down the hammer. Right, I gotta... No, okay. They don't have any more troops. So we're going to be able to take this town. Or at least I hope. I mean, 8 troops should be able to take down 2 units. I'm hoping here. 40% chance. Okay, that's okay if we didn't win. Yeah. It's the end of my legionnaires pretty much. Alright. Jump off the boat and do some damage. Okay, good. Spanish Armada. Now, by destroying that town, we're going to really put England in a rough spot. Now, what we can do here is we can go ahead and maybe take a few more cities. Basically, we want to make sure they either collapse or they definitely don't have the wherewithal to try and colonize the New World, because that's a disaster. Because England is very good at colonizing the New World. And they will, if we're not careful, they will do just that, and that will put us in all sorts of dire straits. Because we'll have to remove the colonies, which it's much easier to... It's much easier for them never to have been founded. Okay. If they never get founded, then we don't have to go take them. Which, you know, it's a pain to get over there to the New World. And okay, another city only guarded by 1 longbowman. So it shouldn't be too tough to take. And hopefully that will have screwed them up badly enough. Dutch are going to turtle up for a little while. And we got no chance against the Dutch right now. We will in a little while, because eventually we're going to attempt to out-tech them, or at least outproduce a lot of artillery. Maybe the Holy Romans, since they can't fight with France, will get so bored that they're going to feel like they have to invade somebody. Could always use a little money there. Okay. So let's take this guy down. 19%. That ain't great. What about you? 9%. Okay, you get the unenviable task of almost assuredly getting killed. They did some damage there. That's enough damage to make this one a 99er. Oh, the Celts still got a town, huh? It's funny. Usually the Celts aren't around anymore. They usually get removed by the time we come into play, or by the time the Romans come into play, or after a little while. Blockade for a little while. And they're okay. They're in bad shape. They're unstable. We can call for a little peace here in just a minute. Market, build a courthouse. Okay, we could probably take this city too. Let's go ahead and use the troops we got to go take this city. And then we can forget about the English. Because they'll surely collapse. Okay. They'll probably surely collapse at this point anyway. Alright. I told you we're taking out all these workers because we don't need them anymore. Now we're getting to jack up our science a little. So it's all kind of coming together for us at this point. So yeah, things have taken a turn for the better, no doubt about it. With these towns here, even though we're hardly going to use them. I'm not going to develop Gibraltar there. It's not really necessary, and it won't ever grow into much of anything. Another trireme. Boy, you're a real barb killer there, buddy. Okay, with the crossbowman, which really was kind of a default thing. I didn't really go out of my way to do that. Alright, workboat. Okay, got the market going. Get a courthouse. Basically, we need to keep this place as stable and as cost effective as we can. How are you gonna do? Not very good. You're probably not gonna do too good either. But if you can weaken them up a little, I guess you're not gonna weaken them up. Okay. That didn't work out too well. Let's see if this will work any better. There we go. Let's see if that's weakened them enough to where we got a 99er. Yep, we do. Okay. And I know my casualties are freaking atrocious. And I know in real life you could call me a monster. Okay, that's it. How about some peace? Yeah, that sounds good. Hey, you just annoyed with me? I freaking destroyed your whole country for the most part. Okay, well anyway, I'm glad she found that annoying. So yeah, that's about it for this turn right here, for this video. When we come back, we're going to plot and scheme on ways to hamstring the Netherlands. Eventually the Portuguese are going to come out. We're going to have to smash them immediately. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.